You are now one of our most recent audition session directors here with Laughing Vikings Actors Audition Club. So I would love to get your take on what you enjoy about it, why you pursued this position, and just your thoughts on helping actors with their self-tape auditions.
Awesome. Okay. So Brandon and Lars, you guys know this because I've told you this story, but I found out about you gentlemen through Laughing Vikings Audition Hero through Movie Expo.
Shout out to Taz Garcia and the Movie
Shout out to Taz Garcia. I have this job because of Taz Garcia. I mean, a lot of people have a lot of different jobs because of Taz Garcia, let's face it, right? He's a connector. He's like Lego. Great, awesome, fun Lego. So I did a session. Brandon, I came in and I did a session with you because I'm like, I really need to bump up my self-tape game because I had been doing it now. I had been doing it for a year, and it was like all the things that could go wrong went wrong. So I came in and I did a session with you, and I left feeling like I didn't care if I got the job at all. I felt so good. Like I felt optimistic, like, and hopeful. I felt very Ted Lasso-ish, if I may use that as a verb. I felt really hopeful, and I was like, that is so cool. And then a few days later, I saw your posting about looking for session directors, and I'm like, I want that. And it's funny because I wasn't going to apply because I didn't know how to edit. I was like, I don't want to edit. I don't want to have anything to do with editing. I hate editing. It's a pain in the butt. But I want this job. So I thought, okay, I'm going to apply for it. And maybe in the space of time, because I'm a pretty quick learner, my Miss Download moniker is from an online tech show that I used to do. So I'm tech savvy. And I thought I can learn how to edit in a weekend. So let me apply for the job and see where it goes. And I had also just read a meme a couple days before, or that said, if a man sees a job posting with 10 qualifications and he has 6, he'll apply. But if a woman sees the same qualifications and it's the same posting and she only has 8 or 9, she won't apply. So I'm like, I've got 2 or maybe 3 of what they're asking for. I'm gonna apply. Why the hell not? That's just, like editing is a technical thing. I can do that. And so I applied, and you were like, yeah, come on in, let's get this going. And I was like, okay. And then you were like, bring in your laptop. And at the time, I didn't have a functional laptop that was powerful enough to use an editing tool. So thank you, Facebook Marketplace and Mike Peterson, for the computer that I have now, which was free. Actually, it wasn't Facebook Marketplace. I posted on Facebook that I was looking for a new computer, and somebody gave me one. But the stress of you not knowing that I couldn't edit got to me one day, and I sent you an email saying, okay, full disclosure, like my heart couldn't take the stress of like lying about my skills. And Lars, you were great. You were like, listen, Brandon really couldn't either when he started that. And so, you fit as part of the team, and so we're in. And so I'm so glad that it happened the way that it happened. So take your chance. Woo! Lesson number 1. I love the environment there. And what I love about, there's so many things that I love about the process. I love getting sides and seeing what other people are doing. I love to see what's out there. I love to see what's filming, and I love to see other people's creative process. Everybody has their own way that they go at a script, and it's just great to be in that collaborative environment. And it really is like, what Lars, you say your auditions are our auditions, right? Like, and I got it, but I didn't get it until I did one, and then I was like, oh, I still want her to get this part. I still want her to get this part. Oh, I want her to get this part. And then you're like, then you're checking like IMDb, and you're checking episodes and seeing whose name is where. You're like, oh my God, right? It really is. It's like you're invested in it, but not like you're invested in it, and not like in a want thing, but in a let's see, like hopefully optimistic. Let's see what happens, right? Mm-hmm. and I love it. So, I mean, my process as a session director is, you know, whenever I get the ping that or email, and it's like, oh, yay, and I see, oh, sides, and I download the sides right away, and I'm like, and I read them, and I'm like, oh, this is so cool, this is so awesome, and then I kind of have an idea, and then they come in, and the first thing I ask is like, you know, what do you think? Like, what are they thinking? Where are they? Because it's like meeting them where they are, and then, because some people come in and they know exactly what they want to do. And it's like, I want to do this, I want to do this, this is how it's going to go. And you're like, awesome, I'm here, let me hit the button, let's see what you got, right? And then, for me, it's a real, because for me, I mean, even the self-tapes, they live in our bodies somewhere, right? So it's like, I ask a lot, how does that feel for you? You know, and it's funny because you can tell, even if they're like, oh, it feels good, but they're like, oh, it feels good. It's like, no, actually, it's not sitting in your body right. Let's try it again. Let's try something else. Or are you, you know, is it okay? Do you want to try this? Or do you want to keep going with what you've got going on? Or I have a couple ideas. Do you want to hear them? I always make sure that people are receptive to any input, because sometimes people aren't, right? And, you know, you get what they have and what they want to do first, and they're open to it. It's like, you know what, we got some time, do you want to play? Let's try this, or let's try this. Do you want to try this, or do you want to try this? And I like to give people visuals too. I'm a very feel person. It's like, you know how you would feel if you were like bored dude who did this job 150 million times? Yeah, be that guy, right? Or, you know, you just had a fight with someone and you're really pissed off. Be that guy. How does that feel? Be that guy. Be that person, right? So that's how I go about it. And then it really is a collaboration. And I'm like, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. I have such a good time.
Amazing. And it shows in your energy and your positivity. And I think that's one thing that you didn't really mention is the opening vibe when someone arrives to the studio that you're working with is you're fun, you're excited. Brandon, the same. It's like, it's getting people to sink back into that fun, creative, playful mindset rather than, oh, I got such a stressful thing. I got to record this audition and I got a deadline and I got to learn my lines and all this stuff that makes it not fun. And that's always been our theme. We've talked about 1,000 times or at least 108 times. We've talked about it. And Tom Todoroff always says too, it's called a play. It's not called the serious. It's supposed to be fun.